part of our photos social media app working, and it shows pictures that have been taken. But what we want to do is be able to click them and see more down here. So we're going to go back into design, and we're going to add another screen up here with the plus button. And in there, we're going to want to look at a couple of things. We're going to want to be able to see the photo that we've just clicked on. And we're going to want to be able to like it and stuff like that. So how do we set that up? Well, we need a photo. So we're going to grab an image and throw it in here. We already learned from the last video that it needs to be maybe 300 by 200. I'm going to throw it a little closer to the top. We know we need a label for the text that is the description of the photo. And we're going to want to have like a like button. So let's grab a button and throw that on the screen. I'm going to come over here and change it from button to button heart. And then here, instead of saying button, we'll put a heart with an emoji. And then we'll drag that up here. And we'll change its width to be maybe 50 by 50. And we can change its X location to 300. That looks pretty good. Okay, so what do we want to do? We've got our picture, we've got our heart button. When we load the screen, we want, or when we click over here on one of the pictures, we want it to pop over to this screen and then load that picture. So how do we do that? Well, first we've got to go back to screen 4, and we've got to say whenever someone clicks an item in this list, jump over to this screen. So we'll go to blocks. And we're going to say in our data list viewer, we want to say when someone has clicked on an item, what do we want to do? You'll notice that when we click on an item, it gives us a row ID, and we're going to use that row ID on the next screen. So we need to remember it. So we're going to create a variable. We're going to initialize a variable, and we'll just call it row ID. And when we click on an item, we're going to set that variable row ID to the row ID. And then we're going to navigate to the next screen. So I'm going to go over to, I think it's under control, and navigate to screen 5. We're going to go to screen 5, which is our next screen. All right. Jump over to screen 5. So screen 5 looks like this. Let's jump into our blocks. We're going to want to load the image. We're going to put the description and allow to like the image. So how do we do all that? Well, we're going to say when this screen loads, we want something to happen. So I can come here to screen 5 and say when screen 5 opens, what do I want to do? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the picture. So I've got my image here, and I'll say set image for picture to some picture. But what picture? Remember, the picture is the URL in our spreadsheet. So how do I get that? Data sources. So I come down to my data sources, and I'm going to say get value from, remember it's in our Bistro spreadsheet. That's just the spreadsheet we used, and the sheet is called photo apps, and we want to grab the URL, and that should give us the picture. But from what row ID? Well, remember just a second ago we set up our variable called row ID. So we'll grab it from that. Well, let's just test that simple part. Make sure that works before we go any further. Back to design, back to screen 4, and let's test it. When I click here on this photo, boom, it jumps over to screen 5 and loads that photo here. We need it now to load the text, and then the number of likes, which should be 0 so far. So let's go back to Thunkable, and back to blocks, and screen 5. Okay, so it's very similar to this. We're going to say we want the label. We want to set its text to, not label. I'm going to duplicate this whole chunk and plug it in and say we're not going to grab the URL this time. We're going to grab the description. And finally, we want to, in our button, we want to change it to show how many likes it's gotten. So I'm going to say button heart, and I'll say set button heart's text to, what do we want to set it to? Well, let's duplicate this block for a sec and plug it in. and heart. Let's test this. Oh, we got a test from screen 4. Click here on the picture, and it loads the picture, and the description says 0 likes. But you'll notice the heart disappeared. So let's make that look a little cooler. We'll come here, and instead of just loading up the heart, what we're going to do is we're going to use a text join. So I'll say join the text. We'll put a heart in here and a space, and then we'll put the number of likes down there. So now when we test it out, back to screen 4, preview, and let's click on this one. A man brushing his teeth. Not quite, but it has 2 likes. Wow. All right. Back to edit mode, back to screen 5, and our blocks. Okay, so let's make that like button work. Right now, if I push it, nothing happens. So that is my button heart. And I want to say when that button is pushed, what do we want to happen? Well, let's get it to find out how many likes are there and then add it up. So we're going to update our spreadsheet. So that's a data source thing. So I'll come down here to data sources and click, and we're going to say we're going to update the value in our bistro photo app sheet heart. Okay, and what row ID? From variables, get row ID. And what value are we going to put here? Well, right now, it might have the number 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. We're going to have to do a little math here. And we're going to actually say we're going to get whatever it was before. So if right now it has 0, it'll load that from the data source. So we'll get the value that it currently is. So currently it's bistro spreadsheet, photo apps sheet, and instead of URL it's heart. We're going to get that number. We're going to do some math with it. So actually I'll pull it over here for just a minute. Go to our math block, and we want to basically take that number. So we want to add 1 to whatever was already in this area, in this row, heart. And we need to give it a row ID. So I'm going to go again to my variables and get my variable row ID. So let's test it out. Back to screen 4, run, click here. Right now there's 0. I'm going to push the button, and you can see it looks like it was pressed. We can't see anything happening because we haven't told the app to do anything, but if I look over here, you can see this was a 0, and now it's a 1. Let's push it again. Now it's a 2. So it's working. We just need that number to be displayed here. Let's get out of testing, back into blocks on screen 5, and let's do the next part. So we want to set the text of the button to include a heart as well as the number. So let's do that. It'll be similar to this. So I'm just going to duplicate that whole block. I'll bring it down here. Actually, it's going to be exactly the same as this block because we're changing the button's text to a heart, and we're joining it up with whatever's in our spreadsheet. Okay, let's test this. That was an easy one. Back to screen 4. Click on an image. We can see it's got 2 likes. I click, and now it has 3. And I click again, and it has 4. Pretty cool. All right, let's change one more thing about our screen 4. So right now, for the description, we're relying on someone typing into the text box. So we're saying that this right here is from the text box. Let's have it do some image detection and AI to create the description of our image instead of having someone type it themselves. So how do we do that? Well, right up here, we're going to say text input, and we're going to set our text inputs text to. We're going to go to, I think, camera. And we're going to grab this block that says description of image from. And we're going to get a description of the image, the photo we've just taken. Oops, I'm pulling it off the wrong place. I need to pull it from here. My mistake. All right, let's test the whole flow of the app. Here we go. Let's take a picture. Let me hold up a mug. Okay, let's see. A man holding a cup. It's not wrong. Let's click on it. A man holding a cup. Like. Wow. And our app is working. Now, in a future update, we could add comments and things as well, which would be pretty cool.